YouTube and Twitch, welcome back to the Omega Ruby Shiny Only run. In the last episode of this, we beat the next gym, or we beat the electric gym, I cannot talk, and we got ourselves a shiny Gulpin. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our previous hunt that we were trying to do for a Magikarp, or Tentacool if we're a bit unlucky, so that way we have our final mon of the team and a bit of good coverage on our water weakness. And hopefully we get that thing today, and without further ado, let's get started. For those who don't remember, Magikarp is just south of where we are, and we got a fishing rod to actually get it. So we're using the fishing chain method to hunt this. So make sure we have Gulpin in the front of the party, also known as bait. Also, I did look into on the side on like some of the little fundamentals. Well, honestly, I can do literally whatever. I can run, knock out, or like anything along those lines, and be fine. Spot where I can do all this run. And find I just randomly ran into a shiny on my first encounter. Pretty sure I dodged some of these trainers though, so I gotta be careful. Bruh. Oh boy. You're gonna need like a smoke ball or something for this. Make it that can just run away from any fight. You know, one thing I never understood, why is the grass like so patchy here? Oh. But that mean like, why is there so many holes in it? You have to tell me your entire team is gonna get demolished. Because the chain method that I was doing earlier over-leveled my team. And since this is basically a badge quest, we have to hunt down them on after every single one of them. Marcus still knows the fighting moves, so I keep playing Aron with it. Ground types yet. Let's get them in. Let's get my knee on my desk. Spot that we were by earlier that's like really good for chain fishing. It's like surrounded by rocks. Or no, it wasn't surrounded by rocks, but it had like a secondary wall. Right here. For those who remember, I actually lowered the game's speed for this, so that way I can actually hit the mark. Because emulators make my reaction time slower than it actually is. Then it raises straight back up. And yeah, I did look it up. I can run from this. The only thing I can't do is, like, you know, move around. Since my mon is basically level 20, I can basically run from all of this. real question is how many encounters are we gonna have to have? The odds max out around like 25. Which stands like a 1% chance. I can't run from all this. Now, personally, I am hoping for a Magikarp out of the 2 encounters I can get here. But if I do get Tentacool, I can work with it. Just gonna have to swap out bait later. So how's everyone doing in the chats right now? See, we got a few lurkers. Yeah, we got a pretty quiet chat today, it seems. Would be kind of funny if I end up getting another early shiny. The thing is, between now and the next gym, there is a bit of a gap, I'm pretty sure. How's it going, Austin? Oh, okay. You doing alright? Hopefully, like, nothing, crucial was, given away. right now just chain fishing for Magikarp. Yeah, you doing alright, man? Like, personally, I haven't ever been to, like, truly docks, but, like, I know my name can sometimes say that. Oh, boy. Well, you want to talk about it at all? Like, a little bit of venting, maybe, that might help? As this fish refuses to let me run. I'm gonna say that was very close because I almost clicked the button too early. How's it going, drawer? So those are you who are popping in. Yes, I am slowing down the game speed to hit the fishing encounters. It's because I'm running on an emulator and I don't need a spike ruining the chain, which can happen with this. So I slowed it down to about like 70% speed so I can land easier. Because it has the ability Sticky Hold, which makes it a lot easier to chain fish. If we go to its bait's summary, right there, Sticky Hold. It has a secondary effect out of battle where if it's a front mon in your party, it will make it a lot easier to land a catch. Also kind of looks like a fishing bobber. Trust me, if we can use Amon in the front, it would probably be my Gallade. Or my Combustion. Ah! Darn it! You want so much speed? That's the pain of it. Oh yeah, it does own a shop there alongside Kecleon. And a few other mods, depending on which game. Oh, now the chain's back at the fresh number. By the way, what do you think the shiny's gonna land on? Because it's basically a coin flip between those two. Between Tentacool and Magikarp. Think it's gonna be Magikarp? Well, I hope you're right on that because that's the one I'm hoping for as well. I'm pretty sure it has an early Megastone as well. Meaning we could be using a red Gyarados for most of this run. For a bit of golden fish. Anything you guys want to talk about, by the way, on the side? While we're trying to fish up a yellow fish or a purple jellyfish? Or squid, whatever you consider tentacle. What's my favorite string playthrough? If I had to say, it has probably been the Skylander playthroughs. Those seem to be the most, like, interactive ones I've seen out of the community. Or back when some of the more interactive ones we had in the past were more, like, you know, focused with players that were interested in it, like Smash Bros. And Unite ones. Those will probably be my favorites. Primarily because the audience was engaged and I knew the thing they were talking about the most. Ironically, a woman on the side, I would like to try and make another Skylanders playthrough be possible, but none of the other games are actually good. They're very low rated. And I already beat the hardest ones. That being Trap Team. And that's the funny thing about Skylanders as well. The older the game is, the less mons I have to work with. So it actually becomes even harder for me to play some of the older games. And superchargers I can't even do properly because I don't even have enough cars to actually last that long. I only have 2. And you need the cars for the story. Oh yeah, Giants is what got me into that series in the first place. I still remember playing down on a PS3. Playing up, I actually have it on my Wii, I just haven't beaten it yet. It's primarily because of the graphics difference, kind of made me lose my edge. And because all the Skylanders I was really good with are not in Giants. So I have to basically learn an old one. remember during my first ever playthrough, I used Tree Rex as my main Skylander. My sister, on the rare chance that she actually would play as Cinder. Pop Fizz. Ironically, I have only ever owned one of his variants, and it wasn't even like one of the special ones, it's just a recolor. Kind of surprising because there's a handful of the classic ones that follow that rule that I don't have any of. Like, I don't have any of the Gill Grunts, I don't have any of the Hotheads, or whatever his name was, the lava guy. I have one Spyro. And there's a handful of others, I can't remember them off the top of my head. I had 2 Stealth Elves, because they came in like the starter packs constantly. Oh, come on, I pressed the A button. Well, I wish there was a way to just automate this, so I have to try and time it every time and I can talk to chats. Annoying because sometimes the RNG and how long you have can be like completely dumb or very easy. How's it going, Dark Glitton? How you doing today? Doing alright? That's good to hear. Yeah, right now we're just going for a shiny in the water. Using the chain fishing method. Which is supposed to be one of the more broken methods in the game, but I can't seem to hold a chain for the life of me. Even with me slowing down the game. I can get a small chain going, but I can't hold it for like a very long time apparently. Because out of nowhere they just fire off an extremely short time to actually hit the A button. Even with me at 70% speed. So what have you all been up to? We haven't really spoken too much on that topic. Oh, by the way, guys, if you ever want to like think of an idea for a playthrough, like a mono-type run or some kind of Nuzlocke in some kind of fan game or something, just let me know. I'm trying to brainstorm ideas on the side. Even if it's for something small, like a little quick video, I can probably come up with something. I'm gonna be honest, I have not been keeping track, but if I had to go off timing-wise, I think the longest chain I've had going was like 20 minutes long. But if we're going off camera, my longest chain in that was around 300 and something for a horsey chain. Jar, you have to get to my place. I need help with the freaking Kadabra evolution. I told you to tell me. I'm gonna be seeing you in a few days, but still. Actually, when is Palm Sunday? I might like telling a brain farm that was today or something. Yeah, literally in a week I'm gonna be seeing ya. See if you can catch up to me. I'm at Cinnabar Island. I mean, one thing that is not good for me in this case is I don't blink when I'm trying to focus on the catch. I still gotta get all the others at the ready. Like, I will admit, I originally asked my boss if they could help me, but they have not run their switch, like, once. And there have been multiple chances for, like, a trade to happen. Like, them closing on the same day I have a late shift. And at this point, I'm so far late in the game that it's either drop the Kadabra or, like, find someone to trade with faster. Forgot the speed of the game. Yeah, I am gonna be seeing you Palm Sunday, right? Pretty sure like all the cousins are gonna be there except for my older younger sister. But I mean, younger of the two, no, older of the young. Let's see, the oldest of the two younger sisters I have. So it's so hard to do that when you have multiple siblings on their same category. And you don't want to say names out loud because you don't want to accidentally dox someone. Any particular reason for Hypno? Yeah, I'm not kidding. If you look at my eyes when those fishing encounters are happening, I don't blink. Yeah, I'm using a Kadabra, hopefully Alakazam for my Psychic type option. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna start working on a living dex on the side myself so that way I have the trade evolutions and exclusives at the ready. And like when I started thinking about it on the side, it's not actually too hard to do it. Because you have the XP share on one mon while you're training up the other, and if it's like you're focusing evolution line at a time, you're gonna knock them out of the park like instantly back to back. It's true, it is useful for Hypnosis. But it's not exactly the fastest mon in the game, I'm pretty sure. It's more on the slower side, I thought. That right there is what I meant by one of the extremely fast encounters. Okay, I can see why you picked the Meowth. I mean, if you're not using the Squirtle, I'll take it. I need the starters. And Marowak is actually pretty decent, I heard. Make use of its stab moves. What do you mean reeled in too slow? Press that button as soon as I saw the exclamation points. This is what I mean. I get like a chain of like 20 minutes and then I break it. Yeah, but that's like after you beat the game. Fire Red only has Kanto and the Sevi Islands. So I have Charmander and he has Squirtle apparently in a box. Switching method is annoying because I need timing, and timing is not good when you're using emulators. There's either input delay or some lag spike is gonna break your chain. Which is the main reason I slow down the game, but it doesn't help apparently. How is fish faster? Bro, I'm hitting the button the second I see it. Freaking another chain, you have to make the game even slower. Oh yeah, I asked Drawer about this earlier, but Dark Lane, what do you think we're gonna end up getting as a shiny encounter? The two that we can go for on a coin flip here are either Tentacool or Magikarp, as you can clearly see. And both of them are decent. Alright, wish me luck. And see you in a bit, Drawer. You think it's gonna be a Tentacool? Yeah, Tentacool has its own uses. The only downside to it is that I'm gonna have to bench baits when we get to our next mon. But Tentacool is useful in certain senses. Like, it hits pretty hard on water type attacks and has T-spikes. And I think even Venoshock, so I can make advantage of that. Mainly just I hope RNG is on our side. Anything you guys want to talk about on the side, I'm all ears. Or just trying to fish up this oddly colored aquatic animal. well, the only annoying part about this is I don't have a number for my chain, so I don't know what my odds are. I'm pretty sure we're getting kind of close to like the cap for the odds. I'm being honest, I don't even remember which one I selected. I think I hit Kabutops, but don't quote me on that. I have not revived my fossil yet to check. Well, the funny thing is, though, I don't think any of the fossils other than Aerodactyl are actually pretty good. Because like, the whole physical special split kind of ruins them. Yeah, Aerodactyl is also on that list, and it's probably the best of the three, but you don't get till later. And by that point, you already have a handful of good flying type options. Yeah, I had to give my dogs a bath today. That is never easy. Those of you who have pets know how much they hate water in most cases. I swear. I'm at 65% speed. How is it too slow? from my current target. And there's no other water types I can really pick up. You know, guys, the thing that I call it right here, that like this chain is honestly like pretty mentally breaking when you can't even keep a chain for 20 minutes. I will admit that. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and a follow if you're